All right, what's going on, future me? So it's March 22nd, 2022. And so just a quick summary of, do a recap of the day. And so, so went into the office, into the London office for the first time ever. And got a quick tour. It's 2 floors with lots of like tables and workspaces. Not sure if I can film the whole area. I'll ask and maybe do like a 360 video of the office. So now I was in the office not only to check it out, but to have a place to broadcast online my workshop for CityJS London. So I set up in one of the conference rooms and got to work. Basically spent the day in a couple of meetings and preparing for the workshop. During the day, I noticed that my work laptop wasn't charging. So it turns out that the traveling charger, the adapter that I bought, wasn't putting out enough power for my laptop. So before it was time to hold the workshop, I did a quick search and found a shop called Argos, A-R-G-O-S, that sells electronic equipment that was located near the London office. It was an interesting setup. Like, you go in and they have these touch screens, stations, where you search for what you want. So you just go on, it's like you go to their website and you search for the thing you need. And then you buy it if it's available in the store. You can have it shipped to you as well. And then they bring it out to you. And so that was interesting. So there's like no floor like items to kind of pick up and look at. It's just these screens. You go, type it in, and you order what you want, and they bring it out to you. So I figured since I was out anyway, that it would be a good time to pick up some lunch. So luckily, there was a place called Wagamami, and that was like half a block away from Argos. And they had all sorts of stuff, but I got a chicken ramen, and it was pretty good. So shouts to Wagamami. Wagamama. Yes. All right. So I recorded some more 360 walking videos on the way to lunch and back to the office. So now Google Maps like set a course through a huge cemetery called Bunhill Fields Burial and Gardens. Bunhill Fields Burial and Gardens. There were people just hanging out on benches and jogging and like with all these like huge headstones everywhere. So I've never seen anything like it. I think I saw one that said it was from like the 1800s or something. So it's been around for a while. All right. So I got back to the office and did some more prep work for the workshop. Then it was time for the workshop, and I was pretty nervous as usual. I recreated some of the examples from the previous workshop so that it all could be done through the browsers, because previously I did some stuff through the console, and so I wasn't sure, since I couldn't see everybody, like who had things like that they could use if they had a terminal or how their local setups were. So I didn't know that, so I figured we could all try to do it through the browser and see what happens, see if that works. So we did the workshop, and I think it came out great. We ended exactly on time, so 2 hours. The workshop application I made to kind of like host these workshops worked exactly how I wanted, so that was cool. I got some really good questions, votes, and thumbs ups. Thumbs ups? Thumb ups. Thumbs up? I don't know. And we, like I said, we ended right on time, which was great. And so for the first workshop of this trip, I couldn't ask for anything more. So it went really well. All right, now, so everything was done. It was the evening time because the workshop ran local time, 4 to 6 p.m. And so I had no clue where I was going to pick up some food. So I didn't want to like travel around too far where I don't know the area, right? Didn't want to get lost. So I figured I'd pick up some room service when I got back to the hotel. But walking back, I came across like this little shop that I didn't notice on the way to the office. And so it's called Fab Thai Street Food. And it was really good. So shouts to them. All right, so I made it back to the hotel room, ate my food, and was knocked out. Jet lag is a thing. And so I got up, worked on some videos, uploading some like little things I took during the day, and I'm recording this retrospective now. So I'm trying to be consistent with these. So with that said, a thing to start doing. Double check to make sure my power adapters can charge all my equipment. A thing to stop doing. Worrying so much about a workshop or a talk. Just try to prepare as much as possible beforehand and try not to be nervous. So I'm talking to you, future me. All right, and then a thing to keep doing. Trying out different foods from different spots that I come across, because so far it's been great. Okay, now shout outs. Shout outs to Roxy, the office manager, for the tour and getting me settled in the office. Shouts to George, who I met in line at Wagamama. They wanted to know who manufactured the shoulder strap clip thing that I used to hold my 360 camera. So I told them, they took a picture of it and everything. So shouts to George. He asked me about my website. So if you see this, George, shouts to you. You know who you are. Shouts to Eris, one of the CityJS organizers, for having me do a workshop for the London conference. So thank you, fam. Shouts to everyone that attended that workshop, asked questions, and participated. And shout outs to I Code Something for the kind words about the workshop. So thank you very much. And yeah, I'm trying to keep these as quick as possible, so less editing, so I can get these done daily. And again, thank you for hanging out. Thank you, future me. Hopefully you're doing well. And yeah, thanks. So till next time, peace.